women are not the only ones that deal with sexual trauma from our childhoods. Men do too. So is there unresolved trauma that you're dealing with and you don't want to reveal that to your spouse? Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you guys know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Potter, won't you give it up?
And so tonight, I want to talk to you about what keeps him or her from orgasm. Yes, what keeps you guys from the big O? Whether it's a man or a woman who's watching this video, I have some information for you both. Yes, the big O is important, okay? And so there's many reasons why orgasm does not happen. And I have talked about the sexual response cycle before, and especially if you're a woman and there's not a lot of foreplay and those kind of things that can hinder you. But let me give you some internal things that could be happening that will keep a woman from orgasm. So I'm going to start with the women, but I'm going to finish up with the men, okay? First, it could be hormone changes. After childbirth, around menopause, after menopause, if you have not replaced those hormones that the body needs, you will have a hard time orgasming. You will. And it's something that we take for granted because we're like, oh, we didn't have this child. I don't need to get my hormones checked. My body will replenish. Not always, right? Oh, I'm in menopause. I'm struggling right now, but as soon as I get done with menopause, my body will recover. Not always. Oh, I'm past menopause. I should be doing just fine. No, you need to go see your GYN and get a hormone panel because you just want to feel good. Forget the benefits of orgasm. You just want to feel really good and make sure that your body has replenished all of the hormones that you have lost during this, time of life that we're all going to face, okay? Certain medical conditions like thyroid problems can also make you not be able to orgasm, not reach that big O, which is something good for our bodies. Anxiety and depression is another one that keeps us from reaching orgasm, right? If sex is painful, that is just the surface. You got to get to what the root cause is. Is it that you have micro tears? Is it that you have vaginal dryness? Do you have fibroids? It's so many different things. Is there a hormone deficiency? All of these things can lead to painful sex. Is it a sex position that you need to do something different in order for you to get comfortable? Do you need to add a lubricant? All of these things can lead to painful sex. Is it vaginal dryness, right? Vaginal dryness is another reason why you don't reach orgasm. That's the reason why I tell women to invest in an amazing lube, okay? Is it that you're not being stimulated enough? Are you not allowing your spouse to take you through the sexual response cycle? And if you want to look at that, I've taught on the sexual response cycle a couple of times on here. But are you rushing through sex and foreplay is not at the top of the list? Especially as you age, foreplay is a must when it comes to enjoying and achieving orgasm, okay? Is it medications like antidepressants that you could be on that is keeping you from achieving the big O, right? Is it a lack of confidence? And a lot of us women struggle with our confidence. We struggle with body issues. We struggle with so many different things, okay? Are we worried that our relationship is not where it's supposed to be? So that keeps us from achieving orgasm? Are we worried and thinking about past infidelities? All of these things can play into why you're not achieving orgasm. And it's just plain old aging. Life is happening every single day. And so you have to make your sexual pleasure a priority in order for you to reach orgasm. Or is it a history of trauma or sexual contact that you have not dealt with and you don't even remember because it happened such a long time ago, or you put it in a sea of forgetfulness and you have not dealt with that. And every time your spouse touches you, it brings up that trauma. And I say to you as a woman, if you are experiencing any of these things, all of these things are fixable, but you have to be aware that they're happening, and you have to take credit and say, you know what, I've been engaging in sex, but I have not achieved orgasm. Let me look to see if any of these things that Dr. Gail had just said to me are any of the causes. And if it's not, then you need to go and search within yourself and say, am I rushing through this? Am I not mentally and physically present in order for my body to be able to enjoy the sex that my husband is giving me in order for me to achieve orgasm? Okay, so let me talk to the men. For men, it is the same kind of process, but it's a little different. Are you dealing with erectile dysfunction? And let me just tell you, most men will deal with some form of erectile dysfunction from the time that they're 16 years old until they go on to glory. Now, this is not something that's permanent unless you have encountered some kind of trauma to the penis, if you have experienced some kind of prostate cancer, or you have some kind of blockage to cause erectile dysfunction, okay? But are you producing enough semen or only a little amount? Because if you are not producing enough semen or just a little amount, you might not achieve orgasm, okay? Are you ejaculating too quickly before you even get to penetrate the vagina? That will cause you not to be able to orgasm and enjoy it as the way it should. Are you ejaculating too slow? Is there a block that is not allowing you to ejaculate fast enough, so it causes the penis to go limp, and then you're not enjoying the orgasm, okay? Are there relationship issues that you have not spoke to your wife about? Are you holding on to things that she has said or done or been disrespectful to you, so you're not being able to achieve orgasm because there's some relationship issues that just are not resolved, right? Are you uncomfortable in your own body, right? Yes, men have problems with their bodies just like we do, right? They struggle just like we do. And it's okay if you're having body issues, have a conversation with your wife, because just like you don't see all of our flaws, she probably doesn't see yours either, right? Are you having performance anxiety? Like, oh my God, am I going to please her? Does she really desire me? Is my penis big enough? All of these things can stop you from reaching orgasm. Is it past trauma? Yes, women are not the only ones that deal with sexual trauma from our childhoods. Men do too. So is there unresolved trauma or undiscovered trauma that you're dealing with and you don't want to reveal that to your spouse, right? And the last thing is, it could be that you can't reach orgasm because you're just not attracted to your wife anymore. These are real life issues, okay? And if you're dealing with any of these issues as a man, again, I'm going to stress to you that there's help out there for you. You don't have to suffer, right? And me being a sexologist for 20 years plus now, I understand that your performance, your penis is tied to your masculinity, and I don't want you to suffer alone. Again, I am qualified to help you through all of this. I'm qualified to help your wife through all of this. But again, you got to reach out. Don't suffer in silence, because orgasm and reaching orgasm on a regular basis is good. It really is, okay? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week. And if you need me, you know how to find me.